This is our smart pet door project, Team 10's project. Basically, the premise is to be able to control your pet's movement in and out of the house, depending on user input, depending on what you want, and depending on weather conditions, lighting conditions, and time. So. Ryan and I have dogs, and a lot of times we'll leave the dogs out in the backyard and go to school and go to work and come back, and they've been rained on, or they froze to death, or it was 110 degrees outside like it is in Texas. And so we wanted to be able to build a door that could respond to those conditions. So we have a user interface here, and with the user interface, we can set what conditions we want the door to operate on, or basically what mode we want the door to operate. We can allow the dog in and out of the house all the time. That's that button there. We can set a time range that we want the dog to be able to come in with the time period button. With the bad weather button, we can specify temperature, a lower bound, and an upper bound for temperature, and also a humidity level. So if you get to about 100% humidity, it's probably raining, and so you can set the door to operate under those conditions. And day and night, you can set when you want the door to be able to let the dog be at nighttime or daytime. And everything is operated by RFID tag technology. So this is going to simulate our dog. It's just a collar with a tag on it. We didn't want to bring our dogs in here and break things. So right now the door is on lock. You can see the check mark is on the lock button.
The RFID reader is mounted inside right here, so it can't be harmed. The weatherproof. It can read through the door. Budget constraints let us to get our RFID reader. The range is about that far, but if we had the proper tools, the proper funding, we could get our RFID reader that could read out here. But for demonstration purposes, our RFID reader, we wear the tag in this area.
So this is outside.
Yes, outside.
This is outside.
And as you can see, it's in lock mode right now. So the RFID, it's not responding. The door's not open. Even if the dog's coming, you say, "No, you've been a bad dog. You wet the house or something. I'm kicking you outside and I'm blocking." And the dog, no matter what it does, upon on the door, it's not coming in.
We chose RFID technology because it's secure. Raccoons can't get in. Other dogs can't get in. Only your dog with your RFID tag on the collar can get in. And you can get more RFID tags and register them in the system and expand it so that other pets can get in too. So it's secure and it's easy to integrate. So go ahead and demonstrate the free access all the time button.
The first mode we're going to have is the all the time button, which makes it essentially like any other dog door. The flap, the dog comes in whenever it wants. Our first mode is just all the time. Alright, so the dog comes up, the door opens, the dog goes in, and it shuts. That's basically the mode.
Nothing more than that.
Yeah.
That's just an automatic door, which is on the market right now.
Alright, so let's say you want to do day and night now.
Day and night. So say you want your dog to only be able to come in at night. I know all the time my dog has to go outside to use the restroom in the middle of the night, and I don't want to get out of bed. So we can just set the door to be locked during the daytime and open at night. So go ahead and do that.
So I want to set it to day or night?
Set it to night. Yeah.
Free access during the night.
So he just types in a capital N.
So right now, the light sensor is sensing that it's day. It's got enough light sensor that we've set the voltage output to say that the Arduino, it's day. Okay. If we cover the light sensor, it's day and the dog's not coming in.
Okay.
We cover the light sensor, simulating there's not enough light, so it tells the Arduino it's nighttime, and the dog comes up, the door opens.
And we can do vice versa. We can set it to where it comes in during the daytime. Next mode.
Enter your thresholds. So you can have a lower bound temperature, an upper bound temperature, and then your humidity threshold.
So for demonstration purposes, we'll just say the lower bound for temperature is 70 degrees. He'll put in 90 degrees, no, 100 degrees for temperature for the upper bound.
And 90% humidity.
So let's say it starts raining. I'm just gonna.
So right now it's in that temperature range, and it's not wet enough for the door to open. So
It's
right
good,
now
it's good weather outside. We want the dog to stay outside. So now it starts raining, and I don't want the dog to get wet. So it'll just take a second for the voltage levels to get up to the threshold, and then it should unlock the door.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
It worked every time before. Now it's not going to work for us now.
Is that the main?
Is
Yeah.
it already unlocked? No, right now it's in mark
right now
mode.
it's unlocked. It does the
So what's
same.
the check mark for? It's purely
The check is the mode that it's in.
No, when it was checked on. Oh, okay. So when it was a fully locked.
Should
We'll just turn on this guy, and
So right now the door can't
It's
open.
settling down. Huh?
yeah, right now
We're waiting for the humidity
right now
sensor
humidity's going back
to
down,
go back down.
and then it'll be locked as soon as the humidity gets below the threshold.
it could be wet. Did you get it wet, Eric?
Or it's dropping. It's at 72 now.
It's dropping. This is percent. Okay,
Now
so
it's-
now it's locked.
It's jumping back and forth.
So
We're simulating the hot weather now with the blow dryer to the temperature sensor.
all right, so now it's really hot outside. We don't want the dog to die. So if the dog comes to the door, it should be able to come in. Is it so unlocked?
Yeah.
I think that's interfering.